Encode your DNA. Define your genetic structure. Choose a genetic resilience. Choose your fur style. Pick your main color. Choose your detail color. Pick a class. Command Saboteur, Deadeye, Commando, Psy-Freak, Saboteur, Sentinel, Commando, Deadeye, Psy-Freak. Psy-Freak chosen. Good choice. Here's somebody with a troubled past, drawn into the spotlight of a story that's already begun. We're already at a crossroads, choosing a path in life. But for you, it's not only a crossroad, but a choice.
Allow me to introduce myself. I'm the dark side of you. Your inner voice, to be precise. An echo of the balance and consequence of your actions as you...
Can't believe you'd choose that thing over me. But
That thing? I'm right here. Let me remind you, we're two halves of the same...
better half. My way is both better and...
The best end is the one you decide yourself.
Guess left can be right, sometimes. Stories of death and the bodies left behind. A reminder that we're at the mercy of nature and the one that preys on others. Do you remember the beast that shattered your family, or did you choose to forget? You turned your back on our world and got lost in your own. Meanwhile, the predator only grew stronger. Better make a run for it. This is not the time nor place to end this story. This time it was best to run and live to fight another day. Let us hope you're ready for it when it comes. The predator isn't the only threat. The wildlife started to mutate when the end of days began, and the tree of life started to die. The oil sludges everywhere. To most, it only means death, but some have adapted to the new environment and changed with it. Evolution has its ways. hat. Great shot. All that exercise helps. Any kind of protection, you take it. Look, an emergency box from the once was. A rare sight. That pipe looks weak. The claw bar should come in handy. Whoa! It's time to fight. This place. No, really, I mean it. The morks produce biomatter in their multi-organ that they shed under distress. Blobs that affect the cellular coding strands of any living being when absorbed, including you. Every little bit helps. Toxanol built vessels called arks to save themselves from the impending doom. But was it too late? It is only from the flight logs of the single ark they left behind that we know other arks traveled through the sky and beyond. It seems those that came before us never lost hope in finding a new home for their kind. There are few records of the chain of events that led to the big apocalypse eons ago, but it's clear the world wasn't prepared for how recklessly the Toxanol Corporation would make its mark on the world. Their rare earth mining and nuclear industries generated tons of waste, and, without consideration for the future, they dumped it all in landfills until they ran out of space. That's when they made the big mistake. They began dumping the toxic waste in the surf just off the coast instead, assuming that it would sink and decay with time. And they were right, but no one was prepared for what was about to unfold. Once in the surf, the radiation interfered with the genetics of the wildlife and created bizarre mutations in their offspring. It had an inconceivable impact on biodiversity and the entire ecosystem. The world as they knew it crumbled as nature retaliated. It would never be the same again, and what remained of it became ours. The sound of spark metal going pew-pew is never a good thing. It's coming from behind that door. A warning label. The box looks like a potential brain melt. It's going to take a bit of puzzling to short-circuit the door. Just a few moves left. Make them count. Quite a shock to the system. Let's try that again. There you go. The wheeled one is outnumbered. You'd better help him out. You don't have it in you right now. thing's end. That's the good stuff. That's the last of them. Let's talk to the wheeled one before backup arrives. He wants to thank you for taking his side against the scavengers. He sounds familiar. You just can't figure out why. He presents himself as out of date. He knows he's way overdue, but he hasn't given up. He doesn't seem surprised that you don't recognize him. You were just a child back then. There have been rumors of a one-eyed Ronin seen outside the Great Wall, and he's happy to see the legend of the one-eyed child that grew up as an... The child could have been anyone, but the evil it had fled had left a mark. There's no doubt you're the child, and that what Lupa Lupin did to your village, your He says it has taken you a long time to bring the past back up to the It was after the attack that the unity fell apart. Your Muma's disciples divided and formed Had it not been for the Tree of Life, no one would have... Asks if you were tired, as it's a bit of a hike here from the village. He wonders if your Muma knows you are here. Sounds like he thinks she does, despite your heart. He understands why you came all the way out. The potato people, or Nono, are a wonder, somehow interlinked with this little tree here, fueling its source of life. You might be right. The Nono prefer to hide in glitter grass. He says you should get over there and... You've found one. The Nono's key energy is just what the Pensai needs to complete its cycle and grow into a tree of... Only time will tell. At least his intention is to dedicate his life. You'll need to support the tree for a long time. You'll need a net to catch the nono, and he wants you to use his, but ask... You handle that net like you've never... One day, he hopes the tree will have grown tall. Now that you've seen the nono's connection with the tree with your own eyes, from this day on, he'll make... One day, the land won't be as... He says you'd better hurry back to the village before... He lost you there for a while, but no memory is alone. It's... He says he remembers every single day he devoted to growing. The tree started to die when the end of days begun, and it wasn't the genetic evolution that occurred after the apocalypse. His friend Gizmo is working on a Mekton and needs help defeating the Jumbo Puff at the end of the West Route. Wiz is still repairing his octopod to confront the Merc Puff that dwells deep down under the surface at the end of the Northwest Route. Nocco has tamed the Midget and is preparing to take on the Hoof Puff at the end of the East Route. Finally, Goop is almost done with the Goo Glide, a machine able to ride the waves of the surf all the way out to the Porky Puff at the end of the route to the southeast. Out of the road ahead won't be easy, but he's counting on your... He wants you to understand that you'll all... Regardless, you'll meet again once you've played your part in the tribe war. You're getting the hang of it. Quickest way out is through the roof where they came in, and the rope looks strong enough to climb. Nothing like a little exercise. Know that the Tree of Life is dying. Its days are numbered. Without help, it can't endure the environment. A signpost maps it out for the cartographically challenged. Let's see. Must be the World Eater that chewed off Out-of-Date's leg. You'll need a hat trick to bring that down. Look, a survivor. Glad to see someone. He's heard the stories about the terror inflicted by the World Eaters to other Enclaves. He worries there won't be much left to save if this continues, even if the Tree of Life survives the attack. He doesn't know what your connection is to this. Anyway, he needs help and says it's by your actions you'll be... He's great.
That's a spark of light in you!
That's That's right. Smack that spark out before...
You don't have to be so harsh. It's such a little spark.
Take it out now while it's...
There's all...
There's Out of Date again. He must have missed something important. Out of Date says you will make a better stand against the World Eaters with the support. The Myriad tribe is likely to be a good match as they act on the understanding of the Regardless of who you choose, it won't be easy, as the conflict between the tribes is The Myriad's conviction to stop the World Eaters began when the Leviathans rose from the depths of the surf. Siding with the Myriad's movement for wholeness in a fragmented world might seem like the logical thing to do, but is it the right thing? One thing's certain, though. Destiny arrives all the same. The Jagni tribe only ever had one conviction: to bring balance to the world by wiping out the weak. They believe a cleansing is necessary to restore the world and want to let the World Eaters bring down the Tree of Life. But siding with Jagni isn't necessarily a bad thing. Fate will find a way. Out of Date says someone needs to break the stalemate and shift the balance of power. He believes the tribe Sifus, Myriad especially, will listen to you and expect... Out of Date will be waiting for you beneath the Tree of Life if you... Another fork in the road. It's either the tunnel or the motor bridge. What'll it be? It's unusual that natural tunnels like this still exist. Most of them got flooded. This area was beautiful before the tribe war began. Look at it now. It's a war zone. That's the Myriad Tribe's fortress. Will they be friends or foe? You should head up there. That way you'll know. Let's see. It's a beaten path to that door. If you go there, you'd better make an entrance. Says they're wary of strangers. They're at war. He can see you're a free spirit, so he'll let you in.
Sibi, la fanen agin kan man. Gerat na fal hutut mus. Tugai la wute.
The Myriad tribe act on understanding of the greater good and a code of honor. They believe uniting the tribes is the only way to restore the peace. The Sifu is convinced that defeating the World Eaters and saving the Tree of Life is the only way to make the world a better place. He welcomes you to the Myriad Fort and introduces himself as the tribe's Sifu. But he was hoping you'd show up. The news of a vigilante Ronin on crusade crossing the Great Wall through the crack in Bunker 101 has preceded you. He heard you took out-of-date side against the scavengers in Bunker 101. It seems you believe in help. There's some... The Sifu says sometimes one memory can make another come to life. Your Muma invented Wung Fu. Originally, it consisted of unarmed combat and the 6 weapons. Myriad wants unity between the tribes. Their goal, if you believe there's some good in everyone, there's still hope for tomorrow. You'll unite the tribes and defeat the World Eaters to save the Tree of Life. He was hoping you'd join them. The Sifu was waiting for something to tip the back. Their kin have run out of options and found themselves back. He wants you to focus. These are the new rival outposts your tribe needs to take control of. He says you'll regret not being on their side. The only way you'll learn their secrets, Wung Fu and the tribe weapon now, is if you defeat him. And that will never happen. You both have gentle minds, so they want to wage a gentle... tells you not to be afraid. Your fate cannot be taken from you. Claim the rival. Once you've dealt with the rival's outposts, you'll challenge their Sifu to unite. Seeing you brings back his... He remembers your kind and unselfish soul and can sense you. Anyway, the memories you make with your family are strong and can sometimes come to life. You have things to do, places to go. Wonders what it'll take for you to finally think about yourself first. Says you'll meet again.
Get out!
Better beware, that's a mump up ahead. They were hit hard by evolution, the wonky ones especially, deformed and unfurred. short-lived. Muscles like steel. Time is lost on this place, but it evokes a tingling sensation. There's something special about it, drawing you closer. Let's see. As time passes, memories fade, and sometimes feelings change. It's not about who you were, it's about who you'll become. This story is far from over. Echoes of a long-lost past, like whispers in the wind. Here's someone who takes each day as it comes. He wonders where you've been. He hopes you've been out at the lake, practicing your swimming technique. Learning to swim can be scary when you don't know what you're doing. but fortunately he's here to... He thinks you should really know how to swim by now. He says that wasn't too bad, was it? At least you learned that you... But you need practice. Judging by your Mooma's look, it seems you forgot something. You promised you'd train with her before the sun goes down. It's time to go. The dedication... You should know. She'll see you at the village square. She says that's good. Here's another familiar face with lots on his mind. He was hoping you could help him pick up some scrap for a thingamajig he's with. He thinks... He wonders what usefulness you found. He says every little... He can work wonders with almost anything and asks if you know how to upcycle. He says only a few are willing to do the little thing. He'd love to teach you to... You did well, but he can't help but wonder why you decided to craft a weapon. He appreciates those... He's looking forward to seeing what... It looks like she's starting to lose her patience. You know she doesn't like waiting for you. Then you've got a good excuse. She wants you to grow up and start thinking for yourself. You really need to fight. That's all she's ever... You've always followed your own path. They look determined. Better watch out. He asks you to stop right there and wonders where you think you're going.
Minti lanu muana.
That may...
Mapa ole pepsalora.
There's no way they'll let you pass.
Ole olaga.
He wants to know who you think you are.
Mapa ole pepsalora.
He says you're right.
Can't see.
She asks if you're hurt. What happened?
Kannamunta.
She's there for all disciples.
Bendrine senema.
The most important.
Anson bara.
It's time to focus. Here's someone close to heart, doing what he does best. He asks if you could help him too before you leave for training. He's... He's curious to see what you've... He said... The style might be too edgy for his taste, but it looks... You should take it with you. Well, your Muma says it's about time you got here. Hopes you're as... She says she is eager to get... Your Muma says you did well today. She's so proud of you. That's all she's ever been working on a present for you. Catchy. Your Muma says she's never seen an apparatus as green. A piece of scrap. It's called an automaton, and it's hardwired to your DNA. You're lucky to have... Your Muma says you look tired. No wonder. It's been a...
It's intended.
Every... Rest, and you'll find strength for tomorrow. Stop Lupa from setting the world on fire.
Antoro. Kensibo. Kamonu.
Your Muma urges you to blaze a trail. A burnt kidling will learn to dread fire. That's just adding fuel to the flames. Give it a last burst and you'll make it.
Minalagi mamu.
Your Muma says this is it. The time has come. She must fight.
Andro?
Whatever happens, here it comes. The past coming to haunt the present. You must go through fire and water to make it out of here. Your Muma says you can make it if you believe in it. Where she goes, you go. Blood is thicker than water. You're in deep surf. Don't make waves. The surf goes where it wants to go. It'll take you to the shore as long as you go with the flow. Death is not to be feared by one who has lived life with a pure heart. A part of her will live on in you. The creature is hungry for more. Nothing is going to stand in its way now. If a sacrifice is made for someone else, it's not lost, but passed on to the next. Life must go on. Real sacrifice comes from love and necessity when all other options are exhausted. The ultimate test of conscience is the willingness to give up anything to save what you truly care about. What you do for yourself dies with you. What you do for your kin remains and makes you immortal in their memory. As the moment fades and is lost, the only thing that remains is loneliness. It doesn't mean you'll forget your past. It simply means you need to move on. The tribe's caught a fluffy hulk. Better watch out, it's no pet. They couldn't keep it down. Fluff hulk's on the loose. They've received news a Ronin had strengthened. A group of myriad crusaders already headed out to Jagni's Mercat. You should hurry there and help them best the outpost. Not really. Toxanol was something called a corporate juggernaut, and our world still bears the marks of the massive ecological catastrophe catastrophes they inflicted upon the land. Look, an emergency box from the old days, when you needed to pack a... Wow, bet that knuck makes a tight fist. The day is dawning. Tunnels like this still carry echoes from the past. Can you hear it? That notice board? Filled with the leftovers of used-to-be wants. You're getting close to one of those old Toxanol brick towns. Pay attention. The Toxanol Corporation made this place, and then just threw it away when they... well, small ones. Places like this were cheap back in... There must be a track somewhere in this brick town. The end is coming to the world, and everything else. Looks like the Fry Sparker's knobs need to be in sync if you want to get the hardware working. It's a Fry Sparker mindset. Boom, you got something. It's not exactly what you wanted, but you got it right away. Feeling good? You found the track! Amazing it wasn't destroyed. So much of this place was just discarded. Lucky the track somehow made it. When Toxanol abandoned the place, it fell apart fast. The tracks moved on from Bricktown. Heroes are only heroes for others, but they do the work, or they're heroes to no one. A flush seems like the tighteners on the piping need to be unturned correctly to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tightness to drain the flush stool. That's what you could call a wet disaster. You need to unturn the pipe tightness to drain the flush stool. That's the kind of trouble you really want to wash away. Better get moving before the day passes you by. You look good in that. doom. Pick your direction, destiny. Now you're covered. Now that's loot. That's a resource totem, a monument left behind by those that picked scrap, trying to keep the area clean. Wood scrap's great for building things. It's a brand new day. Bullets everywhere. feeling stronger every day. There are tough times ahead, no matter where you go. Finding things both here and there. Don't get distracted by all the destruction you can see this time of day. The board mainly has posts from those that used to work at the chug yard back in the days gone. They don't make much sense these days. Not much more to say about the board, but Gizmo is holed up in the underyard here. The Toxanol Corporation used to run chugger-chuggers. They can carry you anywhere you like. Well, anywhere that they... You're on the right track. Keep... It's the chug yard. Tribes always scavenging for scrap, and the yard has plenty to go around. But they should have stuck to looting instead of playing around with sprockets. You're harmed. Bomper Bonker's busy ram-banging the door. This is your chance. Let's see. How you spend your night is all up to you. The scrap keeps piling up. Yes, you can do anything. The sky's the limit. Now, let's take this back to Earth. Wow, you really took that all the way down to the end, in flames. Let's see. Nothing like a story with an unexpected ending. It's a wonder some of these up and downs still work. Guess they built machines better in the past. The spent nuclear fuel, the toxinol dumped in the surf, had detrimental effects on the marine habitats, while the overflowing landfills contaminated the groundwater. Combined, this sent their world hurtling on an inevitable road to ruin. I need to brush up on my Wando, but I have a feeling he believes it was you that caused the bang. Oh, and he says he knows you. You used to call him Gizmo. He gave you the oil-greased hands when he taught you how to... Gizmo remembers you as a nice kidling, and he can still sense... But Gizmo says how you experience a memory can be different. You know the story, but sometimes the truth it brings. He'd laugh. He understands history made Loopa Loopin a big part of your past. You still believe there's some good in... He says you should know that what's meant to be will all... Gizmo understands you still have strong feelings, but urges you to keep...
Yes, that's the way. No arguing with that.
That is how you...
Seriously.
I'm so proud of you for doing the right...
Can't believe you let that loser sway you.
Hard to believe the world is actually going to survive. Understands why you're bent on finishing. Wonders if you like. Gizmo says it's taken a long... He can't... You should return when you've retrieved the scrap. There's no time to waste if you want to make the... That's what he decides. Looks like the switches need to be turned to match so enough charge can flow through the conductors. Bristles like the hair of one electrified. You need to line up the switches so they match. Good. That's enough electric current to initiate the actuators and activate the framework. Maybe it's later than you think. Hard to tell at night. Hold on to that. Looking sort of good. You found the whereabouts, the deepest, darkest forest in the land, sometimes hard to see for all the trees. The sun's a long ways away. Took care of it. That's a Jagni tribe outpost. Looks like some solid wood scrap there. Says you look too old. Says there's an interesting place nearby that no one knows about, but doesn't really want to talk about it. Says it squawks about Myriad wasting their time with shine. Says it's says talking to you asks you to flap over to the Jag. Says thinks how high can you go? That's not too bad. Mercadorpus Outpost, a Jagni tribe stronghold. Hunker down or keep marching on. Let's see. Says it's time to set the outpost free. Inflict as little damage. Here's the first line of defense. That's a bomb lobber. Spot wrecked it. That twirly wheel works that drain pipe. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Didn't line them up just right. Spin the twirly wheel and open that drain. Everything's clocking together. Put a key to use. Keep going. That cage is holding a helper. They never lost hope you'd come, but weren't sure if they'd last long. It won't hesitate to carve out some revenge on those. A sharpshooter. The scaffolding looks unstable. Better stay clear of the red ray. Here's the second line of defense. Timber. Bet a big bump will bring it down. switched off the light. A barrel shoot. Smack it to get a barrel out of it. Then hit it toward the gate and blast it. That looks splody. Shoot it and watch it blow. Not too close, though. Kaboom! You're in. Almost there. The outpost belongs to your tribe now. He says you made them weaker, but they won't give up. Your Sifu thanks you. Your tribe is growing stronger.
What? Papa.
Says you did a great job capturing the outpost. You've earned the privilege.
Platz.
Figures the honor belongs.
Platz.
He knows things that you need to know.
The guy la wood there.
Says you. Take your time and enjoy the daylight. Is sorry to see you turn so bad.
Egutula moati. Egualo.
Offers you extraordinary prices for extraordinary...
Mashuata nina ko.
Well spent. No time to graze, let's go. Pain is nothing to you.